Hi, I'm Tony Crimi with AC Consulting Solutions. I'm a code consultant. I wanted to talk to you today about NFPA 285. It's a flame propagation test that measures the ability of an exterior wall to resist fire spread. Essentially, it is an assembly test, but it does involve a number of individual components, all of which need to be evaluated as part of the test assembly. The test specimen itself is 17.5 foot high and about 13.5 foot wide. It also includes a window opening that's located 30 inches above the bottom of the test specimen, and that provides a sort of an optimal size for being able to evaluate an adequate size flame plume coming out of a room, impinging on the exterior wall. Mineral wool or stone wool insulation is often used in fire resistance rated assemblies because you get both the energy performance that you require as well as the fire resistance performance. This comes into play particularly when buildings are close to property lines or lot lines. The NFPA 285 test simulates a fire on the first story of a building breaking through the window opening and impinging on the exterior surface of the wall assembly.
What you'll see when the test begins is that the entire surface of the test specimen is exposed to the fire condition. All of the pipes that you see behind me in the furnace are used for measuring the furnace temperature to make sure that we have a uniform distribution of heat and that we can follow the prescribed time temperature curve that's in the standard. So what you're going to see in a moment is that we're going to move the test specimen into place, lock it into the furnace and ignite the burners.
At about the 5-minute mark, you'll see that the fire reaches a size large enough for the flame plume to begin to exit out of the window opening. You can see that the flame is triangular and it's approximately 1.5 meters in height. Now that we're 30 minutes into the test, you'll see that the exterior burner has been ignited, and that has increased the assault on the exterior wall assembly. You can see a little bit of flaming as the flame plume progresses upward on the test specimen, and a small amount of lateral flaming at this stage. The concept is that the flame propagation shouldn't be high enough to ignite materials on the second floor, the floor above the floor of origin. In being able to do that, that prevents leapfrog of the fire from one story to another by a continuous external fire spread.
As you can see, we've just completed the NFPA 285 test. The main things to observe, obviously this exterior wall assembly did extremely well. It is a simulated exterior wall and we just utilized gypsum board on the outside. You can see from the flame pattern that the exposure to the exterior wall is triangular in shape. It's centered over the window opening. The most intense portion of the exposure is centered essentially in the center of the test specimen. And you can see even from this that the damage length is somewhere between 5 and 7 feet. So this is how the NFPA 285 test exposure works. All kinds of different types of systems are tested to NFPA 285. The types of systems that are typically tested are those that are actually going to be constructed in the field as exterior wall assemblies.